job, and boy, did he deliver. And we needed him, not just in the postseason, but throughout the season, because he got big outs for us in the 6th, 7th, and even that 9th inning.
The interview with Blake Trinan, and he was mentioned Dreyer, how many innings he threw as a rookie. That is a lot, and that tells you how much they depended on him and needed him, and he delivered. And now he's riding on a bus as a World Series champion. But kudos to Jack Dreyer. What a tremendous, tremendous year he had, and culminating to this.
You get to the big leagues because you show what kind of stuff you have in the minors, and you put up stats and you look like you could be a big leaguer. But the reason these guys are here and in this parade is because of their heartbeat. Their heartbeat and their poise. And when you can trust somebody coming out of the pen or in the rotation, like we're going to interview somebody right now, it's the heartbeat and the stuff together that makes them champions.
Yeah, last year because of Tommy John surgery, Emmett Sheehan wasn't able to participate for the Dodgers in their October run. Returns to the team middle of this season and was outstanding, whether he was a starting pitcher or a reliever. Let's hear from Emmett Sheehan with David Vassegh.
I'm here with one of the starters that left it all out there as a starter and a reliever when the Dodgers needed him the most. Emmett Sheehan.
Hey, what's up, David?
Hey, Emmett. What a parade for a group of guys that left it all out on the field.
Yeah, thank you. It's pretty cool.
What's this experience like for you after not being able to pitch last year to come up big when the team needed you the most?
It's amazing. I mean, I remember watching this at home, and all I wanted to do was be a part of it. It's better than I could have expected.
How were you and the rest of the starters able to push yourselves to do whatever it took to give the team the innings they needed?
I was trying to do whatever those guys did, and it worked. So, yeah, follow their example.
Is it great to do it together instead of just one guy carrying the load?
Absolutely. I mean, Yama carried a lot of it, I think, but no, yeah, it's crazy.
Want to say hi to the people watching it?
What's up? Hey, let me get back to this.
All right, there he goes. Emmett Sheehan wants the celebration to never end.
And the buses are heading back, at least making their way toward Dodger Stadium, where there will be a championship rally. And when those players and all these fans left Dodger Stadium after Game 5, I'm not sure what the level of confidence was at that time, whether we would be back here for a parade on Monday, because the Dodgers, as we talked about on the post-game show that night, they didn't play very clean baseball at home, especially in Game 5. But what they did in Toronto, they made season-saving plays numerous times in Game 6, in Game 7, a double play to end Game 6 when the tying run was in scoring position. Game 7, after the Rojas home run, Miggy makes a great play at second base, and then the catch by Andy Pages, the clutch home run by Will Smith. Jerry, they made all of the plays after losing the last 2 games here at home, Games 4 and 5.
Epic run, and not just going into Toronto Game 6 and Game 7. You go back, they beat the higher seed Philadelphia Phillies, a really good team. Some say a great team with their offense and obviously their stud pitching staff. They beat and swept the #1 seed, the Milwaukee Brewers, who had a great season in their own right, and they beat the #1 seed of the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays. And for them to go up into Toronto, a hostile environment, it is tough to win there. A great team and play great baseball. It just speaks to the character. And Kike said it best. You can't deny this team as far as their heart, their will to win, and they were the epitome of that, epitome of champions.
Yeah, I think that you're right. They willed it. They went up against all those, as you mentioned, these teams that they were going up against. I know when they're going in the World Series, everybody like David versus Goliath. Now, I think that was selling Toronto way too short because they were a good team.
Yes.
And this World Series, I mentioned earlier, arguably one of the best World Series to watch. How many viewers watched Game 7? It was incredible. It's not just because of the Dodgers, it's because you had 2 great teams going at it, and they put on great performances to have a World Series that we're going to remember for a long, long time. The Dodgers willed it and ended up pulling out and now get to celebrate. But make no mistake, it takes greatness for us to celebrate greatness, and here we are.
Yeah, it came down to edges, didn't it? It really came down to edges. When you have a team that's probably outplaying you in a lot of different things, Jerry went over the statistics earlier in the broadcast, in every category, the accumulation of what the Toronto Blue Jays did was greater than the accumulation of what the Dodgers did in the 7 games. But how did the Dodgers win 4? Because of edges and details, secondary lead, a stumbling but still throwing an accurate throw, making a good slide, hitting a clutch home run, getting a 2-strike hit, all the different little things. The accumulation, yeah, over the course of a season, they're going to win a division, they're going to win the league. But you know what? In a short series, in a sprint, they leaned at the finish line and got to the tape first.
And you talk about it taking heroes to step up. Yeah, you need your stars to be stars, but you also need the other guys to step up into that hero role sometimes. Miguel Rojas didn't hit a single home run off a right-handed pitcher the entire season. He admits, Nomar, he was just trying to get on base for Shohei Ohtani in that moment. But the pitch met his bat in the right place. He put a great swing on it. Next thing you know, he's circling the bases. And even Joe Davis, and he's calling the game, he says, no way! That's the shock, the surprise I think that everybody had, that Miguel Rojas came through with one of the biggest swings, certainly the biggest swing of his life, but one of the biggest swings of the entire year.
Why do Jerry and I constantly talk about approach on that throughout the entire season? Shortening up, 2-strike, having the right mentality, putting the ball in play. That was his mentality at that moment. I need to put the ball in play. I have to find a way to get on base, and you get rewarded when you put on a good swing. When you are not trying to hit home runs and you are trying to have the right swing, home runs happen. Home runs happen when you have a good, consistent swing of trying to make contact and you capitalize on maybe a mistake by the pitcher. It's exactly what Rojas did. He was thinking, get on, 90 feet mattered. That's all I'm trying to get here. And he was rewarded with a home run, going around the bases and being one of the heroes of this World Series. But the right mentality at that moment, it was key, and it paid off.
And listen, for him to stay ready, and Oral and I got a chance to talk to Miggy Rowe. I believe it was either game 4 or game 5. And right before the game, we're telling, hey, stay ready. You're going to get an opportunity. And he goes, hey, I'm always ready. I'm going to continue to stay ready. And for him to get that start in game 6, play incredible defense, and really have that game-saving play to end the game in game 6, and for him to have that moment in game 7. And listen, guys, I didn't grow up in LA. I've been here now for 14, 15 years. People hate LA because they think it's Hollywood. It's all Hollywood, glitz and glamour. They don't understand. There are way more hardworking people here in the LA area, LA County, and this is why the fans love this team, because guys like Miggy Rowe, guys like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, they work extremely hard every single day. And for a guy like Miggy Rowe to be ready when his number was called and perform, Miggy deserved that moment, and the Dodger fans deserve that moment as well, because these fans work extremely hard to be out here every single day, every single night, and supporting this great team.
And it kind of reminds me of your 1988 team, Oral. You had Mickey Hatcher, who hit 1 home run the entire season, and then he hits 2 in the World Series. And that's kind of like what Miguel Rojas did. You have guys like that on the biggest stage. Yes, you could say they rise to the occasion, or maybe the occasion rose to them.
Yeah, it's really hard to be signed to a team to be like the utility guy, and then all of a sudden you have a job because somebody gets hurt, and so you're a regular, and then you're pushed back to be ready. We have everybody we need. You're going to be a substitute again. It is really hard to stay ready when your life is being fluxed like that and your motivation is being fluxed. But Miggy Rowe is just a true professional and a true guy that would say, I am here for the team. On a daily basis, he could have started to back off from Mookie and go, you know what, I lost my job and this guy's out here now, and what are we going to do? And you lose a little focus, you don't help your teammates as much. Not Miggy. He turned up the volume on where he could help peripheral. Even when he wasn't in the lineup anymore, he said, okay, I've got more time now to help guys here. And a quick story about Mickey Hatcher. When we were playing the Mets, we went to Mickey Mantle's restaurant, and he ran into Mickey Mantle.
I love this story.
And Mickey Mantle said to him, You can't be named Mickey and not hit home runs. And we go to the World Series, and Mickey Hatcher starts hitting home runs.
Amazing.
That truly was an amazing moment. And Miguel Rojas hadn't been in the lineup for 25 days. He hadn't had a base hit in exactly 1 month. And then he has 2 hits that night, the second of them